Hey everybody, it's Linda Parker here with Monday Motivation. How is everybody? We finally have some nice weather in Chicago today. Yay! It's been spring, but really it's felt like fall here for quite a while, and I'm so glad we're hitting over that break mark. It was actually going to be 70 today and the sun is shining, so that's great. So I'm glad you guys are here with me. Today's topic is about forgiveness and the importance of forgiveness and what does it look like to actually forgive. There's different aspects of forgiving that I want to talk about. Okay, so I'm sure you might know this, but nowadays, maybe the last 15 years or so, there's been so much more research on mind-body correlation and how what's going on in your mind really can affect your body with stress, depression, overwhelm, and then it goes into sickness. So there's been many, I'm going to be reading, just so you guys know, I've got a lot of different material that I want to share statistics, not statistics, but information on. And so there's been a lot of research in regards to the effect that your mind and your body have on your physical well-being. Okay, so when you are holding a grudge or you're in a situation where you are a true victim or you feel like you're being victimized and you're hanging on to that and you're using that as, I don't want to say an excuse, but you use that as a mechanism maybe to stay where you are and continue down the same, feel sorry for me, or, why do all these things always happen to me? Or, what, I can't have that over there because I got this going on over here. I hope that makes sense. And I'm not trying to degrade anybody in any kind of way, but I just want to talk about what forgiveness could actually do for you, because that's always my goal, is to help you and help you feel better and make sure that you can live a joyful and abundant life and have what it is that you're that's in your heart, what you're looking for. Okay, so I'm just going to share a little bit of a story with you, a personal story, because I know firsthand how difficult it can be to forgive someone, especially if you're in a situation where that person really doesn't deserve to be forgiven. One, possibly. Two, that it feels real. It's like it's a real emotion. It's something that's actually happening to you in your life, and so you can justify it, if you will. So there was a situation in my life, when I was younger, in my first marriage, and I was in a situation where I was in a volatile relationship, and then I finally got out of it, and I was doing all kinds of personal growth. And it was very interesting because I would be able to take that personal growth and, development as a human, as a person, into every area of my life but that area. Because in that area, I was totally justified with what was happening, in my mind anyway. Because this person was not a nice person. He wasn't nice to people in my family. And I had this proof to keep me in this space of, just negative, nasty, it consumes you. You get consumed with this energy that doesn't serve you. And then that's when you are feeling stressed, overwhelmed, you feel sick, you break out, or you got this stuff going on, you're trying to figure out, you don't really know where it's coming from. And like I was saying, the Mayo Clinic has done research on how your thoughts and your mind, body, spirit type of thing actually does affect your physical body and what's happening to you physically. So it takes a long time, and I know it's not easy to actually forgive. But one of the two aspects that I want to talk about forgiveness is when you need to forgive somebody else, okay? Because it's going to be healthier for you. It's about you. So it's not about the other person. As a matter of fact, that other person doesn't even have to know that you're forgiving them. You don't need to go make some big statement of I'm forgiving, especially if it's somebody who isn't going to be open to the forgiveness and want to change or anything like that. This is just for you. So you need to recognize who it is, what it is about them, what is the circumstances, how do you actually play some role in this situation, and then you need to let it go. You could do that by several different ways. You could write a letter and just say everything you have to say and then just burn it. You could do counseling. You could talk to somebody else. You could get into a support group, whatever it is, depending on the severity of the negative situation you have going on. It could be that you're just in a situation with a family member who is just not nice to you. You could do a letter to them too and mail it, have an open conversation. Maybe you don't think that they're going to be receptive to it, so just do what I said, write it out, and then burn it, and you're going to feel better. But the thing is that you have to recognize that even though you might be in a situation where there's somebody else bringing you down, you still have control over that situation, because you have control over the fact if you're going to let it happen, if you're going to stay, if you're going to walk away, if you're going to surround yourself with other people, these type of things. So you do have control, and maybe sometimes when you're in it, it doesn't seem like that, but you do have control to do that. So like for me, when I actually realized that I needed to forgive this person, not only for me, but for my family, for my daughter and things like that, because it was affecting our whole dynamic. And I needed to show that to them too, that I didn't want to be in this type of situation anymore either. And that is really tough. It's really hard. It's like, it's hard to do because you are feeling justified. But once you actually take the steps to let go of it, things just change. They really do. And it's hard for me to explain unless you're actually going through it, but it will change. I promise you that it will change. So, I just wanted to, so let me just go back over here. So like I said, we know that there's a link between the mind and body and stress and holding grudges. There's been a bunch of different researches. You can find this information on the web. You need to do some exercises to try and help yourself go through forgiving steps. And like I said, you don't actually have to speak the forgiveness to the other person. You just need to do it for yourself, like within your own exercises, your own free will. Do it for yourself. So then the other thing you need to do is acknowledge these emotions when they come up and be okay with them. Let them go through you, if that makes sense. Sometimes this kind of stuff seems woo-woo, but it's really not. It's just like sitting with anger or sitting with disappointment, but letting it go and knowing that you do have control, and don't stay in the victim state of mind because it doesn't serve you. When you are a victim, you give your power away. You can't enjoy and live a joyful and happy life when you are playing the victim. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So then the second thing that I wanted to talk about, forgiveness, which I feel is huge aspect in you living the life that you truly want to live. I know people that watch me are watching me for a reason, so that's what I'm talking about, is forgiving yourself. Okay. This is another huge aspect of being authentic, being happy, going after what it is that you want to go after, is to learn to be forgiving to yourself, to stop beating yourself up like I talk about all the time, that mean girl that you've got going on inside of you, that crazy talk that, just knocks you down. You need to forgive whatever it is that you might have going on and let it go and love yourself. Actually, the whole, I don't know, I'm going to be dating myself here, but the Saturday Night Saturday Night Live skit with Stuart Smalley where he's taught, well, you know, like, I love myself. I love myself. It's true. These types of exercises, I would do them with my clients. They actually do work. I've done them myself, like actually looking at myself and saying, you are worthy. You are capable, because we are. You know what I mean? It's just getting the right tools and surrounding yourself with the right people and understanding that you can do these things, that everything that you want is within your reach. It just takes practice. So if you're somebody that's always sees somebody else and you want to be like, you know, or you think to yourself that you can't have that over there because of what you've got going on over here, that's a limiting belief. That's negative self-talk. It's a bunch of bullshit because it's not true. We all are unique in our own way. We all have our own special talents and capabilities. That's what we're here for. God created us all differently, and we are all here to serve some other purpose in life and to share and uplift and take care of people and that kind of thing. You know, I don't want to get off on a religious tangent here, but it's true. Okay, because we all have our own individual calling. So, okay, so let me just see here. I'm going to go back. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I just got to make sure I cover everything I wanted to say. Oh, I should have made better notes. Anyway, don't hold grudges. Let it go. Put some comments in the Facebook group here, or you can also private message me. I'd be more than happy to walk you through some exercises that I do with my clients that I've done myself over the years to learn to forgive. And you know, like I said, learning to forgive other people, honestly, it's difficult, but learning to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you think you've done wrong is sometimes even more difficult. But once you know the steps to let go of it, the easier it's going to be and the easier it gets every day, because part of being authentic and loving yourself is being okay with mistakes that you've made, or being okay with maybe not doing something that you thought you were supposed to do, or being okay with changing, being okay with saying, you know what, that's not for me anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this over here. And standing for yourself, standing up for yourself, because you are the only one that can truly make yourself happy. It's not your spouse. It's not, you know, your job. It's not, you are the only one that it all comes from within. Whatever you want, whatever your desires are within you, but you have to let yourself be and do and go after it. And you can do it. Anything that you want, anything you desire is within your reach. So that's what I'm talking about here on Motivation Monday. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and look for some other stuff. I have got another amazing interview series coming up with some really kick-ass women who are going to teach you just what I'm talking about managing the negative self-talk, what daily exercises they do to stay in a positive state of mind and stay in action and go after their dreams and live fearlessly and confidently. Yeah, some of these women are just so amazing. I'm just so excited to bring them to you guys. That's coming up on May 21st, but I'll be having some more information shortly. I'm just giving you a little nibble on that one right now. Anyway, you guys have a great Monday. I hope to hear from you soon. And like I said, I'm here for you. So if you want help with anything, just private message me. Go on my Facebook page. You can click a link and click a link. You can click the button to set up a call with me, or you can go to my website. You can set up a call there too. I have a free clarity call. It's 20 minutes. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about to get clear on what it is that you want, because I'm here for you. Okay, you guys have a great rest of your week, and hopefully the sun will stay shining here in Chicago. See you guys.